Hello, dear students. How are you all? Are you all happy? Do you study well at home? Do you really wish to reach the school? Have you forgotten your friends? Okay, let's pray and wait hopefully to reopen the schools as early as possible. Shall we? Yes, let's wait hopefully. We used to go to school every day. But have you ever reached the school late? What was the response of your friends then? How did your teacher react to it? Did any of your classmates laugh at you? Have you ever cried in the school? What was the reason you cried in the school? Dear children, imagine that you were late in the school one day. Please share your experience in such a situation. Express your feelings. This is the time to express your feelings once you were late in the school. Really, you thought that if I had started a bit early from home? Oh, if I had a bicycle at home? Oh my God! If my teacher had permitted me to get inside the class? I will never be late in the class again. I felt very sad and bad because I am late in the class. There are so many feelings like this. This was the same condition of Lily at school. She was late due to heavy rain on the way. She was running to school in the rain. She became wet. And what happened to the poor Lily while running to school? It's very sad that she met with a fall on the road. Now let's read the lesson with the rest of the story, The Little Girl and the Umbrella. Please open the lesson, The Little Girl and the Umbrella, in your textbook and go to page number 77 in your reader. Listen to the reading read for you. Also make sure that you underline the difficult words and the ideas.
A bruise. Lily sighed as the second bell rang at school. The rain showed no sign of stopping or slowing down. The cold wind was still blowing. If she was late for the classes, her teacher would scold her. At times she would beat her too. Lily started running to school. The rain drenched her clothes again. She held her books and slate close to her chest. Suddenly, she slipped and fell on the road. Her skirt was soiled and got torn. Her knees were bruised and blood oozed out. Still, she felt no pain. A page of her book was torn. Her slate was broken as well. She stood in the rain and cried bitterly.
As we all understand, Lily started running to the school. It was raining and the wind was blowing. She kept the slate and book close to the chest, but unfortunately, she slipped and fell down. She was wounded. Her slate was broken. Pages of the book were torn. She started to cry very sadly. Now listen once again to the reading and understand the story. Now let me introduce you the difficult words you came across. Sighed, breathed deeply and heavily. For example, she sighed or breathed deeply and heavily. Blowing. An example is the wind was blowing from the west. Scold. I scolded my son. Drenched became wet. The dress was drenched in the rain. Torn. My shoe was torn. Bruised, compressed. Her leg was bruised or compressed in the accident. Oozed, flew. The blood was oozing on the leg. Bitterly, very sadly, she cried bitterly. Now, may I ask you two questions here. What would Lily's teacher would do normally if she comes late in the class? Yes, your answer is correct. Yes, the teacher will scold and punish her. Second question is, what happened to Lily's book and slate after she fell down? Yes, your answer is correct. The page was torn and the slate was broken. That's nice. Your answers are correct. Now let's go for an activity. Lily is very sad after the fall. She feels pain. While home back, she wrote her painful fall in her diary. Kindly support Lily to finish the diary. You can start your diary in the given format. You can look at the format and continue the rest of the diary writing. Now let's read the rest of the story, The Little Girl and the Umbrella. Here comes the reading for you. Please go to page number 78 in your reader. Listen to the reading done for you. Also make sure that you underline the difficult words and ideas.
When she reached school, some children began laughing at her. The teacher banged the cane on the table and everybody became silent. The teacher glared at Lily. Why did you come drenched in the rain? Don't you have an umbrella? No, teacher, said Lily, wiping her tears with her hand. Go and stand in the veranda. You'll dirty the classroom. The teacher pointed to the veranda. Lily saw Gracie giggling. Her heart sank. The rain had stopped, but tears still rolled out of her cheeks.
Now let me ask you a few questions here. Why did all the children in the class become silent? Okay, your answer is correct. Who was giggling in the class? Excellent. Did Lily have an umbrella? Yes, your answer is absolutely correct. Now, my dear students, kindly note down the difficult words. First one for you, laugh at. joked at. The policeman laughed at the thief. Banged, B-A-N-G-E-D, banged, hit. The boy banged at the door loudly. Glared, looked angrily. The wild tiger glared at the deer. Now let's go for an activity. The teacher asked Lily, "Go and stand in the veranda." The teacher did not allow Lily to enter in the class. What do you think about the teacher's behavior? Use the following words to describe the teacher's behavior. The words are arrogant, rude, rough, harsh, and cruel. For example, the teacher behaved very cruel with Lily. In such a way, you prepare other 4 sentences and send to your English teacher. Dear students, now we come to the end of the lesson. The Little Girl and the Umbrella by Muttat Warki. Read the lesson twice or thrice. Thank you and have a good day ahead.